What's going on YouTube? This is Misguided Adventures here with another playthrough. Today we're going to be going through Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. It just recently came out. I wouldn't necessarily put this as a backlog buster like I talked about in my last video since this is a newer one, but it is one that interests me and it kind of has a similar theme. Because I used to play some Dragon Quest games, but I've never gotten through one completely. Like I played the 3 2.5 remake, or remaster, whatever you want to call that, as well as I played, I think 11 is the one that came out most recently. I played some of that on the Switch, and then I played a decent amount. I think 8 was on the DS is the one that I played. But I never got to go through a full adventure on it, so maybe this will be my first one. So even though I am Misguided Adventures, I do go by a different name whenever I'm doing gaming-like things, and the name is Gamir. You could find it like that on a couple systems, but we're gonna proceed with that. Why not begin by adjusting the various system settings to your liking? You can change these anytime. So let's see, which language? Alright, well, we're gonna go with English for the first time. And then what kind of setting? I think we're gonna do happy medium. If you've watched before, you know, time is a bit difficult for me, so I'm trying to get through games. So I don't want it to be too easy, especially because I like a good challenge. But do we want inverted? Yeah, we want inverted. Yeah, we want inverted. So I want it to be a good challenge, but I don't want to like be here forever. This isn't that kind of playthrough. It's just supposed to be kind of a more lighthearted adventure, very similarly to, you know, how Dragon Quest is described. It's not the deep, dark story settings. It's high fantasy, and I'm gonna hold up out here on the cutscene.
We all set? Aye, aye! Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. Now then, how do we get out of here? Ah, of course, here we are. You push that side, all right? And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. Even my father doesn't know about it. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
So that's how it's going to be, is it? You're still not going to tell me what you're up to?
I don't know if yes is, meaning like yes, I'm not going to tell you, or like yes, I'll tell you. But we're just going to select the positive option here.
Well, I don't care anyway, because I'm not going to waste my breath asking you again. But you haven't heard the last of this. I'm going to find out what you're plotting, and I'm going to tell everyone. So there. I almost forgot. Tomorrow's the day of the pilchard harvest. I'd better be getting off to bed. And so had you. It only comes round once a year, you know. I'll see you later, Mr. Mysterious.
Alright, so basic controls, we use L, left stick to walk around, and we hold down R2 so we can dash at top speed, so that's our run button. Press X to interact with people you'd like to talk to or things you'd like to investigate. Triangle appears to be the menu, and then if there's anything about the game you don't understand, you can always go to the Info tab. Okay. Info tab is probably going to be for the menu, I'm guessing. Info, yeah, there we go. So, looks like that's the main menu here, where we have our party. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this. From my understanding, it's more of a lighthearted adventure. Like, not to say that Dragon Quest doesn't have, you know, evil, bad guys or bad things, but I've just heard it's more like upbeat and positive adventure. At least this entry in Dragon Quest 7. So I don't know. I haven't seen much about it, but we'll see. I'm gonna do my best to try not to talk through the cutscenes, so that anyone watching along can hear and the voice acting and hear the story as well. Let's see. Okay, so we can already break some barrels, and we have, I guess, mom and dad sleeping in 2 separate beds. Pollock. Man, so this whole game is voice acted too, even though snoring. So it's Gamia's father, Pollock. He's fast asleep. It's Gamir's mother, Pearl. Gamir, is that you? It's time for bed, young man. Up the ladder with you. She's saying this with eyes closed. You need to be up bright and early. Tomorrow. Alright, so I guess we climb a ladder to go upstairs. And there is a chest sitting in our room. So let's go on. Can we... Oh, we can't. Just this side. I found a set of Wayfarer's clothes. So can I go on and equip that? So, Wayfarer's clothes. Didn't appear to change anything. So I guess you keep... This is one of the games where the armor does not change your looks. So we're staying with the same looks through the whole game, which is fine. You know, characters designed a particular way. So it's Gamir's bed. Are you ready to turn in? Yes.
Wakey, wakey, young man. You can't stay in bed all morning. It's the most important day of the year in Pilchard Bay. The day of the pilchard harvest. Your father has already headed over to meet Mayor Maid by the jetty. Now get up and get yourself ready. Come on, chop chop.
Alright, so I am going to actually take a second and go to the settings, because in my ears the music volume is a little overwhelming. I may look at the settings on my computer as it's passed through there to see if I can make that better, but for now we're going to turn it down so it's not just overwhelming. So it looks like we have the day of the
All
pilchard.
set? It wouldn't do for a fisherman's son to sleep in, you know. Head down to the jetty this instant. Your father needs your help. Oh, before you go... Take this to your father, will you? You know how he likes his pilchards. Well, off you go now. Take that sandwich down to the ship and make sure he gets it.
Alright, so it looks like pilchard is a type of fish, if I could tell by that sandwich, which makes sense, fisherman's son and all. Alright, so, who are you?
Oh,
An item shop right outside our house. Well, that's kind of convenient. See, I'm here to buy. What do you have? Pilchard crackers, so again, fish. I wonder if it's like flavored or just shaped. And then pilchard pie. But we have no money right now, and probably nothing to sell. Let's see. I don't see a marker on the map to see exactly where we're going, but we're going to look around and see. I feel like fishermen are going to go opposite of town. But it doesn't look like I'm right. This is the cave we saw in that opening cutscene, where the rock, where they moved it. Take more than one young man to move it. Alright, so... Okay, I was about to say, so far breaking the barrels hasn't produced anything fruitful, but we just got a medicinal out of it, which I assume is for healing purposes. like standard health, not like I don't remember if there's burn effects. There is burn effects in these games, I believe. All right. All right. So let's see.
Oh,
I'm not normally even up by this time, but you know, by this morning I walked all the way from Esther. Well, a spot of exercise every now and then never hurt anyone. Gah ha ha. Hey, you're a local lad, aren't you? And you want to be a fisherman when you grow up, am I right? Of course you do. Fishermen are the best. Okay. Now I see the quest marker down there. So we will keep on heading into go talk to our dad. Alright, so let's go on in.
I respect your opinion, Pollock, but I don't see why we can't just head to the usual fishing spot.
When the ocean tells me something, I have to listen. I've been studying the currents and tides, and we need to cast our nets elsewhere this year. A fisherman's job is to follow the fish. Where they go, we go. End of story.
You're not wrong, but the thing is... Oh, look who's here. You've come to give your father a hand, I take it?
You took your time, my lad. Now, are you ready to actually do some work for a change? Oh, first things first. Please tell me you brought me one of your mother's sandwiches. Oh, I'm famished.
In fact, I did. The good old fish sandwich.
Oh, that's the stuff. There's nothing like pilchards in the morning. I can't set sail without one of these in my belly. Now stop staring at me like that, lad. You put me off my pilchards. Go and swab the decks or something.
Dude, I couldn't help it with the noises you were making, man. Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to go down to swab the decks. Can I break all those boxes? I can't. Obviously, I see you hiding out there. That's the girl who was mad at us. Maribel? I think it started with an M. Hey, look at that. Did know something. Shh. Get lost, will ya? You're gonna blow my cover. What cover?
Yes?
Who's that over there? Well, well, if it isn't young Maribel, looks like I caught me a stowaway. Why is it such a big deal anyway? Why can't you just let me come fishing with you? Go on, just forget you saw me, please. Did I mention how tasty your stew is? Really, you'll have to tell me the recipe some... Flattery will get you nowhere, young lady, and it certainly won't get you passage on this ship. Now get out of here before I tell your father what you've been up to. And as for you, young man, I've got a pile of potatoes that need peeling. This is all your fault. I hate you. Plus, it's not fair. One day you'll get to jump on a boat and leave this stupid island behind, at least for a little while. I know all these grown-ups say there's nothing out there except more ocean, but they're lying to us, and I know it. I'll get you back for this. I'll tell you everyone where you and Prince Kiefer have been sneaking off to. I mean it. Alright, well, she's not a happy camper. I did destroy every barrel around her, though, to be fair. Alright, so we got some of the crewmen here. Let me ask you something, young Gamere. Do you have any idea what I'm going through? None. Of course you don't. I mean, how could you? Here I am, newly married and leaving me beautiful bride behind. No one could ever understand me heartache and pain. Alright, so you can open the drawers and cabinets. Okay. Set of rags, is that also... Doesn't look like anything I can equip. I hear we're heading further up north than we've been before. Can't wait to see what kind of prize specimens we can net out there. Alright, let me go and see if I can find some potatoes. Those are corn, lettuce. You took your... Oh, there you are, Gimir. You took your time. I've nearly finished peeling these potatoes. By the way, I couldn't help but notice you getting an earful off of young Maribel. Ah, she's a spirited one, that lass. Okay, so am I not peeling potatoes then? Do I go back up? Yes, I do.
No.
Well, my lad, it's almost time for us to set sail. I know you can't wait to taste the adventure on the high seas, but you're still no more than a codling. You'll be more of a burden than a help. Don't be sore now. Keep up the good work and you'll get there in the end. I know you'll make a fine fisherman one day. You're my flesh and blood, after all. In the meantime, you've a very important job to keep you busy. Look after your mother. Keep the old girl safe while I'm away. You hear?
Now,
Weigh anchor. Hoist the mainsail. Alright, so our dad has left, like any good RPG. I guess we need to go back and talk to Mom. Or... Ah, there you are.
Thanks.
I've been looking everywhere for you. The king requests an audience, and a rather urgent one, it would seem. You know the way to Esterd Castle, of course? Simply follow the path northwest from Pilchard Bay. Your cooperation in this matter would be greatly appreciated. So you got summoned to the castle again. Lucky old you. Well, guess what? I'm coming too. That alright with you? And if it keeps you off my case, I guess so. Alright then, let's get moving, shall we? So you can talk to your traveling companions by pressing circle. They'll happily chat about all sorts of things, from funny little thoughts they've had to helping you puzzle out the next step on your adventure. A notification will appear in the top right corner of the screen when a companion is itching to strike up a conversation. Be sure to check with them often. They might just have a nice bit of know-how to relay.
Hey!
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but to get to Esterd from Pilchard Bay, you just need to follow the path to the north. Don't even think about making any detours along the way. I don't want to waste any of my valuable time sightseeing. Isn't that your whole reason for wanting to leave? Is to go sightsee? That it's just, you said, adults say it's all ocean out there, but you want to go see the sights? Hypocritical. Hypocritical. Is this the way they were saying? I mean, I don't see any other exit. Everything else is just water. Where's my objective? If you get lost or forget where you're going, don't worry. Just look for the orange symbol on your map. Any person or place marked with this icon is worth interacting with. You'll also find a mini-map in the bottom left corner of your screen, which is sure to come in handy, but if you want to look at the big picture, press square. Okay, so square is... Okay. Zooming, the typical stuff, not much. Okay, so yeah, we are heading the right way. So we're going to go to left, but we have an item here. Another set of rags. What are the rags for? Well, she's not technically in my party, it seems. Okay, well, I was expecting that to take a lot longer of a walk. Guess it's not actually that far.
Oh,
What a slog that was. Are you kidding me? Well, here we are in Esther. Right, I'm off. See you. What's that? Will we be heading back together? Well, we'll worry about that later. I've got places to be. See you around. So here we've made it to Estard. We have an inn here.
Ah,
And a bunny dancer over there. If it isn't young Gamir, what are you doing here? Running an errand for your father? Sure am. Well, good for you. I took a bit of a tearaway, but I took you for a bit of a tearaway, but you're a decent lad, really. I guess that means like a troublemaker.
oh,
Here, you're Pike's nephew, aren't you? Yeah. Right, then I suppose I'd better tell you. He's gotten into a massive Barney with his landlord, Barney. I mean, I know they're always squabbling, but this feels different. Is this him? Listen, I know I've made some bad decisions in my time, but I ain't no liar. This latest find's the real deal, I swear. No, he's a sketchy merchant. It's called a sizzling stone, and it's worth enough to cover all them bills I keep forgetting to pay. I swear it seems like it, though. It's like the one she was just talking about. Come on, you gotta believe me. Never mind what it's supposedly worth, you don't even have the thing on you. No one's fool enough to take a non-existent item as payment. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I did have it right here in my midst, the sizzling stone itself. I took it with me everywhere, the bath, the bog. Oh, honestly, I've had enough of this. Ah, come here. Good to see you. Perhaps you could talk some sense into this idiot. Perhaps you could have a word with your uncle.
oh.
Say, you haven't seen my sizzling stone anywhere, have you, Gamir? It looks like an ordinary lump of rock, but you can tell it's special because it's warm to the touch. I spent every penny I had on that blasted thing, but now it's gone. And I'm up the creek without a paddle good and proper. So is that going to be my quest, is going and finding it? Pike's really come a cropper this time. He's neck deep in debt, and not even his brothers around to bail him out. No one on the island's going to lend him another penny either. He'll have no choice but to pack up and clear off, and not a moment too soon. Okay, so I don't know that I got a formal quest for that. Skills, items, I don't even see a quest. Options. Unless it was that. Sub-stories? Doesn't look like I've unlocked it though. I don't see any quests, so maybe not yet. Well, if there's one thing I've seen, you can often go into wells. Watch out, will you? You'll take a terrible tumble if you're not careful. If you end up in a crumpled heap at the bottom of the well, I'm not going to be the one to fish you out. I'm gonna do it here.
ooh.
Okay, so they just say that every time. Ooh, puppy. It's cute. Reminds me of my dog when he was a puppy. A British lab. Break. Got a stick. I don't think that's any different yet. Something to sell though. Alright, what do we have here? Hey Gamir, how's it going? You know, I ran into your uncle the other day. Well, I say I ran into him. I had to chase him out of my garden when I found him leering at my wife through a window. Our uncle's a creep. Look, I know it's not your fault what he gets up to, but could you have a word?
Oh,
Hello, Gamir. It's nice to pay you a visit. On this little island, everyone knows everyone else. It's like one big happy family. Still, sometimes it's a little sad to think that we're the only island in the world, and there's nobody else out there. Well, there are the bears in the hills to the east, but you wouldn't want to meet them. I hear they're ferocious man-eaters. That's why no one goes out that way. So, bears to the east.
Huh.
Go away, you mustn't disturb a lady when she's doing her makeup. Okay, fine, my bad. So we got a church, which is typically where you heal and save in these games. Managed to live another year, have I? Have a lot to be thankful the Almighty for, it seems. Now listen to me, you young folk mustn't go rampaging around the island, poking your noses in the places they don't belong. The forest, the ocean, the ancient ruins, everything here is just as the Almighty wants it to be. After all, this is the only island in the whole world. It's a very special place.
Ah,
I made the church so we can go on and give it a nice little save. We haven't done too much yet, but it's good to have it on record. Yes, I do plan on continuing. Alright. So still see exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So inside Esther, oh, I'm supposed to be in the castle, okay. Which is this? It's a general store. Doesn't look like much that's helpful to me. I could buy a pot lid, give me a shield, I think. If I remember proper. Big hulkin'. I'm here to buy equipment, pot lid. Yes. Yes, we will be equipping it now. Alright, so I can take a hit a little bit better. That would decrease my defense because I have this now. And maybe, I don't think I have enough to sell, do I? Not to make a significant amount. See, I don't want to get rid of an MP item. Anecdotal herb. Oh, equipment. Okay. So that would give me 5. That would give me another 5. These are basic items anyway. Like, it's not going to be better if I get another. And then rags, I don't think are ever going to be really good for anything. I mean, 1 defense is really not going to make that much of a difference. Alright, well that gets us up to 24, so a little bit more and I'll be able to get the headgear. Extra protection. Alright, let's carry on up here. I don't want to waste too much of y'all's time talking to every single person. Although sometimes there's some fruit to it. You get items and things of that nature.
ah.
Ah, young Gemir. King Donald is expecting you. Got a princess just chilling at the top of the castle.
Ah, there you are.
Kifa.
I reckon it must be my fault you've been called here again. Sorry about that. Now, you remember the plan, don't you?
Gonna go with no here because I don't know exactly the plan.
Yeah, very funny. Should we get on with this?
I was being very serious, but sure.
The grown-ups keep saying that this is the only island in the world. But that's total nonsense, and we're going to prove it. I know we've been spending all our time fixing up that old wreck in the cave near Pilchard Bay, but we have to face facts. There's no way the two of us will ever get that boat seaworthy. If we want to set sail for new lands, we need to go back to the drawing board. As luck would have it, though, I've been searching through the castle storerooms and came across this book. It looks properly ancient, so it must be the real deal. I found something else when I was down there and all. Check this out. So, what do you think? Looks like a piece of rubble, doesn't it?
I mean, now that you say that, yeah, when you first brought it out, I thought it was a sponge.
Well, that's what I thought at first as well. But check out the pattern on it. I've never seen anything like that before.
You thought it was a sponge too?
Not that it's important right now, of course. I just thought I'd better show you before I forgot, that's all. Now, the book says there's a place called the Shrine of Awakening in the mountains to the east of here. And it seems there's a way of getting its doors to open, too. Of course, the eastern mountains are off-limits to islanders, which makes them the perfect place to hide something special, don't you think?
I mean, seems logical to me. That's the place that I think they were warning about bears as well, saying don't go there.
Anyway, the point is, we can forget about the boat for now. You're here because my old man summoned you, right? Well, just try to keep him talking for as long as you can. Hopefully the guards won't twig that I've scarpered. Come and join me once you're done here, alright? I'll be waiting.
Sometimes the Old English gets me. There's a lot of ones I recognize from reading fantasy and stuff, but Scarpered, that's not one of them. So far, I really like the character design in this game. I mean, I know it's obviously just the Akira Toriyama art style, but I enjoy it. It's very positive and upbeat and cartoony fun. It kind of just reminds me of playing games as a child again. So did he want me to go with him? Is that what we're doing here? No, I still need to see the king first.
Kiefer! Kiefer! Where the devil is that boy?
Well, I hate to break it to you, but he just ran off.
That does it. He's gone too far this time. This is outrageous. Outrageous, I say.
Your Majesty, if you will forgive me, I am sure that Prince Kiefer has his reasons for absconding so suddenly. Please, I beg of you, you must try to remain calm.
Honestly, why do you insist on sticking up for that wretched boy? Anyway, to the matter at hand. I have been expecting you, young man.
Seems like that's a common occurrence.
Follow me. We have much to discuss.
You got it.
Sit yourself down, if you would.
On the throne?
Now, you're going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to ask you something very important. Is that clear?
Are you about to ask me about Kiefer? I don't know nothing.
Tell me the truth. Is there something you're hiding from me?
No, of course not. No.
Let me be clear. You cannot worm your way out of this one. Of late, Kiefer has been behaving like a prince possessed. He has been entirely incapable of sitting still for a moment. Do you know what the wretched boy did today? He stole a precious ring that once belonged to his mother. A keepsake I treasure more than life itself.
See, I had nothing to do with that. That's not on me.
What in the world can he hope to achieve through such acts of petty larceny? I confess that I myself occasionally strayed from the straight and narrow path in my youth, but by the time I was Prince Kiefer's age, I had more than grown out of such behavior. The exact details of my youthful indiscretions are neither here nor there, of course.
The typical parent. Do as I say, not as I do.
The fact of the matter is, my son is likely out there causing more mayhem even as we speak. Which is why I need you to talk some sense into my idiot boy.
For better or worse, Prince Kiefer is the future of this kingdom. You must impress upon him the fact that his behavior is utterly unacceptable in one who would be king.
Just willingly agree to that straight up. Okay, well, we have our mission now from the king. And that is going to be go after Kiefer. Obviously, Kiefer wants us to go investigate this shrine in the east, which is, I believe, where he told me to meet him. So this seems like a good, clean stopping spot for the first episode. Not, not much to go off on yet, but it obviously is setting up for us to discover something, realize that there is a whole other world out there, and then I'm going to start traveling out with Kiefer and Maribel. Those are going to be my first two companions. So hopefully we'll get more into the nitty-gritty and the combat in the next episode. But if you're excited to see more from this series, please give a like, comment, and subscribe so that we can boost some of the reach of this channel, and we'll go on this together. With that, have a great day. Thank you.